This is the Shades of Green radio show, featuring the latest in technology, money-saving ideas, legislative updates, and all things green. The Shades of Green radio show is presented by the Green Alliance. Now here's your hosts, Paul Ira and Stan Hannell.
Good morning. This is Shades of Green radio show on KDON, KDWN 720 AM in Las Vegas. Our show is produced by Green Alliance, and we are sponsored by NV Energy. And I'm your host today, Annette Bubach, sitting in for Paul Ira. We have an incredibly full studio today, so I'm pretty excited about today's show. We're not only going to talk about Greenfest, which is coming up this Saturday, April 21st from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at downtown Summerlin, but we have several guests in the studio. We have our event organizers. We have Jennifer Taylor, who's in the studio. Welcome, Jennifer.
Thanks, Annette.
And not only is she our coordinator, but she is managing and overseeing all of our exhibitors and sponsors. So she's been at work, working hard behind the scenes and filling those booths. So thank you for all your hard work. We also have Eric Hansen with Wynn Resorts. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you. Good morning.
And, of course, we have Deidre Radford with Bombard, who's been a longtime sponsor, and both Wynn and Bombard Renewable are sponsors of our Green Fest, and that's very exciting. So welcome, Deidre.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here this morning.
And then in the upcoming segments, we also have with NV Energy, we have Cynthia Messina from NV Energy, who's going to talk about ways to save energy. And then, of course, in the green room, we have our folks from Sierra, who is going to talk about how to save money now that we're starting to heat up, and our wonderful giveaway. So we have Sean Brown and Tiffany Young in standby for a later segment. So here we are, week before Greenfest.
Week before.
We're rolling, baby. You ready
rolling.
for this?
We're ready. I'm excited.
I am so excited.
Excited.
This is what we wait for, and this is what we plan for all year long. So I got to tell you, just being part of the production team, I feel that we've got a bigger and better Greenfest as ever, with all kinds of fun announcements. And so, Jennifer, if you'd like to take a moment and just maybe tell the audience what's going on. What are some of the new exhibitors, sponsors, zones, just kind of laid out for us?
Well, Greenfest, this is our 9th annual Greenfest, which is fantastic in and of itself. Folks coming down to the event at downtown Summerlin, it is a free event. So come on down, bring your family, and you'll get to learn about all kinds of sustainable initiatives, sustainable companies, sustainable merchants. As Annette mentioned, we've got some really fantastic sponsors this year. We're really excited to welcome Wynn Las Vegas as one of our premier community sponsors to the event. We're also really excited to have Hop Valley Brewery as our beer garden sponsor. They're coming in for the first time, and they're going to be bringing out 4 of their awesome varieties of beer. And then to shift to a little bit more family activities, we've got bands, we've got crafts and artists, we've got like face painting, we've got fun activities for the kids, as we always do.
And we have 2 stages this year.
We have 2 stages this year, so it'll be really neat to have some sort of smaller artists and then the big bands that we have every year out at Greenfest, and it'll give people a really good chance to circulate around the event. But it'll be a big day of education, entertainment, and all things sustainable. Just want to mention a couple of other things that folks can do. They'll get to learn about green homes from some of our sponsors. They'll get to learn about the newest tech and energy. We'll have pet adoptions because we've got to sustain our homeless pets as well.
It is true. We love our pet adoptions.
Right. So if you're looking for a new friend to have in that energy efficient home, we'll have those for you. And then also, if you want to learn what's kind of new and next in from our advocacy colleagues, those people who educate folks on initiatives and policy, they'll all be out in force, and we'll be welcoming a new sponsor out there this year. That's NextGen. Springs Preserve will be there. Southern Nevada Water Authority will be there. Suncoast has got a booth and is sponsoring again. We're really excited to have a couple of representatives from the gaming community to talk about the way they lead on energy and sustainability. And we also have a new zone this year. It's our gardening zone, and one of the folks that will be out there will be UNR and its cooperative extension with Dr. Angela Callahan. She'll be bringing fun composting examples and and things for the kids to sort of get in and look at and learn. And we'll have other similar activities like that. We'll have interactive activities with some of our other sponsors like Garden Farms, Living Well Organics.
Yep.
So it'll be a great day, and it's going to be beautiful weather. We just got the thumbs up from Sherry Swensk today, our MC, that we will have minimal wind and lots of sunshine powering our solar systems, including the solar trailers from one of our other premier community sponsors, Bombard Electric. And I think
that's a great intro, Deidre.
There you go.
Yeah, so Bombard Renewable Energy is going to be having our solar trailers out there. They're pretty large arrays, actually. They're mobile, and we use them on a lot of our utility scale projects out at the job sites out in the middle of nowhere. So that works out pretty good. We're powering the entire event this year with solar panels. So that's exciting. It's going to be a totally carbon neutral event. So that's wonderful for everybody involved, and I'm so excited about it. Bombard Renewable Energy is one of the first solar installers in the state, and residential solar is back. We had an amazing
we love it.
Yeah, we had an amazing legislative session this past year, and solar is back. So we have some of the best net metering in the country now for homes. So that's exciting news. A big shout out to Assemblyman Chris Brooks. He did an amazing job at the legislature this year. And I'm just excited to be there. Anybody has any questions about the new legislation, how it's going to affect them? Now if you get solar, you'll be locked in for 20 years in that new net metering. So it's exciting stuff. Bombard Renewable Energy is very proud to be, for the 9th year in a row, a premier community sponsor for Greenfest. And we're always very excited to be there with our solar panels.
Thank you, Deidre, and thank you again for being such a support over the years. Well, it looks like we're about ready to have a break, and I want to say thank you for joining us, both of you, and we're going to come back with Eric. We've got a lot to talk about win, and we also have a surprise, so stay tuned. All right, we are back with Shades of Green by the Green Alliance. And with us in studio, we have Eric Hansen with WIN, and we are excited to talk about some of the achievements and efforts that WIN Resorts has been accomplishing and setting forward for Las Vegas' Strip. And one that I've been hearing about is that in January, sounds like you guys had partnered on a 160-acre photovoltaic array capable of producing 20 megawatts of electricity to provide power to your Paradise Park development. That's pretty exciting. That's big.
Yes, good morning. It's incredibly exciting. We and it goes back to a journey that we started a few years ago to kind of embrace and take our energy future in our own hands.
That's great.
And part of that process, it started with going 704B, going through that process with the PUCN and our partners at Envy Energy, and getting through that, and really. That started us having the ability and the agility to make some pretty quick decisions and really embrace future sustainable technologies going forward. As we went through the process, it gave us an opportunity to look and see what was important to us as a company. And investing in renewables is something that we believe in. And it makes a lot of sense for large scale businesses. Solar today is at it's priced at the best prices that we've ever seen.
It really is.
It's a phenomenal resource, especially here in Nevada. Being WIN, we wanted to take a leadership role in this, and so we started the process to evaluate solar projects all over the state. And we looked at everything from 300 megawatt projects down to 5 megawatt projects and everything in between, and really trying to find the right size that fits well for our immediate needs and goals, and then also our future expansion of the new convention center expansion that we're building right now. We've got 280,000 square feet of new convention space that's under construction. And we set out with the goal of wanting that particular development to be 100% renewable. And so we found the folks at Enel had a project that was ready to go. It was quick. It could be up and running very quickly. They had the panels. They were ready to go, and we could move quickly too. So it was a great partnership right from the very beginning. we worked through the process to get that ultimately negotiated, and we'll be up and running here in the next several weeks.
Wow, that's really quick.
It's really quick. It was it's a fun project. It's located at Stillwater up near Fallon, Nevada, and we'll actually be taking delivery of the energy itself. So unlike some other transactions to where it's just a REC purchase or a PEC purchase, we're actually delivering the energy. So we're going through the process of utilizing and paying for NV Energy's transmission lines. We're transmitting the power all the way down, and it's actually going to our load.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
What a great project. And kudos to you for your commitment. Seriously. I mean, I think that setting that example for the rest of the community and the leaders that are there also looking for ways to go that next step in sustainability, we're very proud. And what a great alignment with the Green Alliance and GreenFest as well. So other than this one project, what are some of the other sustainable efforts and goals that you have, and maybe some things that you've done as well?
Sure. So as with most resorts up and down the Strip, that we're all very, very conscious of our environmental footprint, reducing our greenhouse gas emissions, and so at the forefront, we all have projects and various stages, and we're all doing things like energy efficiency. So going through and replacing all the lighting throughout the facility with high efficiency LEDs, which is an incredible undertaking when you think of the amount of light bulbs in one
It
one
really
of these
is.
resorts. It's a lot. That's we win also look at sustainability as a whole. So we look at our the delicacies that we serve in our restaurants. For instance, it's line caught fishing for Costa de Mar and Lakes. So we don't have any unintended net fishing and things like that. We also look at it. Every project we look at has to enhance our guest experience.
Perfect.
So not only does it make sense for us to help impact the environment, but it also it's something we've heard from our guests and the community they would like us to invest in. And so we're doing that. Our guests appreciate it, and so to the extent that their stay is being powered by renewable energy, and we're offsetting those some of the footprint associated with their stay, we're hearing that, and
it's a good message, isn't it? It's a really good message to your guests.
It is, and it helps set us as a leader in the community. We really see ourselves as taking the first step in integrating not just solar but other sustainable resources. We've got projects in various areas of the country, and we're looking at battery technology.
Awesome.
We're looking at cogen.
Big fan of battery.
Yeah, it's the next step. Not the great thing about all these renewable technologies is they all offer such amazing things, but the best way to do it is to integrate it as one total resource. And so when you take solar, it's a great resource by itself, but of course it's not always sunny.
Right.
You take batteries, they're a great resource, but you need to power them from something.
Exactly.
Same thing with wind. It's not always windy. But if you take a holistic approach to it, and what we did is we really look at how do we create a microgrid within the grid? How do we best optimize that? So you can't always have the solar up and running. You can't always have the cogen up and running. But independently, where they may be missing a leg, you put them all together and you've got the perfect stool for energy efficiency and reliability.
Well, I think I am just impressed, and I love the fact that you're not just thinking of energy and energy conservation, but when you're talking about even your food supply and all of your supply, that's really, really taking a hard look at your business practices. So congratulations on that.
It is, and we take the next step too. We do single stream recycling, and so it all goes through. We sort everything out, and I get these monthly reports on the amount of forks and spoons that we pull out of the trash. It's amazing. It would blow you away how many thousands of forks.
Oh my word! I can imagine.
It's and just the things that if you're not doing that, it's going into landfill, and it's just you're compounding the problem that's already there.
Exactly. So you're diverting trash and waste. That's excellent. Well, let's talk about GreenFest. I am told you're going to get to hang out with us all day long at GreenFest, and you have a booth as our premier community sponsor. And I understand that there is a little bit of a surprise announcement today. How about we make that announcement?
Well, I couldn't be happier to be part of GreenFest this year. We're incredibly excited to be a community partner of GreenFest, and as such, and taking the leadership role that we have in the community, and with other aspects, we wanted to go ahead and do something big. We want to make an impact, and so we've recently put solar on our rooftop on the ballroom. We partnered with Bombard Electric to put solar on our rooftop.
Awesome.
And so the next step is we want to put solar on somebody's rooftop here. So we're going to go ahead and we're announcing we're going to give away a rooftop rooftop solar project to some homeowner, lucky homeowner.
Wow.
We've partnered with Bombard Electric on that, Bombard Renewables, and Bombard will be doing the installation. We'll do the giveaway that day. It's going to be on at Greenfest.
Yes.
So we really, this is something that we believe in. We figured if we're going to do it, we might as well set the stage and start the initiative on the residential side. And we're going to go ahead and give away one rooftop solar to somebody who's going to be very, very lucky.
Somebody's going to be really lucky. Oh, my. We're going to have a smiling family for sure. That is big. Yes. That is big.
That's huge.
That's huge. Huge. Did you want to talk a little bit about the system that some lucky family may be winning?
Sure. It's it's almost 5 kilowatts. That's 4.95 kilowatts, 4,950 watts of solar power. That's typically enough to power about between 1,800 and 2,000 square foot home.
Excellent.
That has both gas and electric. So it's exciting. That's really going to help somebody out with their power bill for sure for the next 20 years.
And that's installed in everything.
That's installed in everything. Yeah.
Wow. What would you say the value of that is?
It's about between $18,000 and $20,000.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for making that contribution and the donation to our community, and I think that's just exciting.
Absolutely. We're incredibly excited to do it and to be a partner at Greenfest this year. We just couldn't be happier to be.
Thank you again. Oh my goodness. Well, you heard it. You heard it now. You better come on down to Greenfest and get your tickets and try to be one of those lucky winners. That's super exciting. Thank you again for joining us, both Deidre and Eric. And we're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll return with NV Energy and Cynthia Messina.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Shades of Green, and we are back. Had a great break, and my goodness, last segment, we were so excited to be able to announce that Greenfest 2018, which is April 21st from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., held at downtown Summerlin, that there's going to be a giveaway. And we have lots of giveaways, but we just announced the brand new giveaway, which is going to be nearly a 5 kilowatt, I should say, solar system, which is going to be installed and everything, sponsored and donated by Wynn Resorts, Las Vegas. So we're pretty excited about that. Lot of great things happening at Greenfest. In our studio now for the third segment, we have several others who are involved in Greenfest and have participated for years. Our show's sponsor, NV Energy, is in the studio today with Cynthia Messina.
Thank you. Good morning.
I'm so glad you're able to join us. And then we also have Sean Brown.
Good morning.
And Tiffany Young with Sierra. Good. Hello.
Hello.
It's been a fun day. We've been on TV together. Now we're back on the radio together to talk about all the great things that are happening at Greenfest. Again, Greenfest is being held this Saturday, April 21st, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you want to know more about the event, go to greenfestlv.com. And Cynthia, let's talk about some of the things that you're going to be presenting at the festival, and what can people learn by coming down?
Yes, thank you. And NV Energy is proud to be a sponsor of Greenfest.
Thank you.
Again, we know how important it is to the community and the sustainability of our community and how important energy is to all of our lives.
It is.
So what we have are the PowerShift products and services. And PowerShift is NV Energy's umbrella name for those tools that help residents and commercial customers save money and energy. So we have things like free smart thermostats and energy assessments that are available not only to residents but to commercial customers as well to help them save. And we know how important all of that is, especially as we're leading into the warmer weather.
Yes, it's really important. And I hear it's going to be about 85 degrees on Saturday, so right just in time for the warm weather.
Yes.
'Tis the season. Well, good. Can you talk a little bit more about the programs?
Certainly. We have a smart thermostat, and that is available, as I said, to residential and to business customers. For residential customers, it can save about $100 a year on their energy costs, and it's a free thermostat that we come and professionally install. You can control the temperature. You can program it. It is smart. But what you can also do is we have a mobile app that comes with it, and you can do it from a website as well. So it gets to know when you're home, when you're not home, when you need the air on, when you don't maybe need the air on to keep the house so cool, and it helps you to save that energy, which is very, very important.
Which also on the other side, it helps reduce waste, right?
Yes, it does. So again, going back to being a sustainable, environmentally conscious community, if you're not using as much energy, we don't have to generate as much energy, and it helps to save, and that helps the community overall.
So it helps at home, but it also helps the larger picture as well. So that's great.
Correct.
That's great.
Yes, you can connect the dots that way. Yes.
Well, good. Well, so now that we're approaching the warm weather, do you have any energy saving tips that you can share with our listeners?
We have energy saving tips. For instance, keeping your home between 78 and 80 degrees typically can help save some energy. On very sunny days, those windows that are facing the south and the west, if you have solar screens or blinds on them or drapes that you can close, that will help to save some energy. Also, running appliances later in the day or in the evening. For instance, a dishwasher. I know sometimes if you walk by your dishwasher and it's on, you can feel some of the energy coming from it, the heat. So that would make your house warmer. So if you ran it when it's later in the day and it's not so hot outside, that can help to save some energy. Also, LED light bulbs are very important. We all have light bulbs in our home.
Yep.
We know that they can be an energy user. Lights stay on sometimes when they shouldn't, but making sure that you have the LED bulb is very important as well. And power strips is something that can really save. We have a lot of chargers, we have appliances, we have things that are plugged into
more
them.
and more than ever, right?
Exactly. We're using more energy, and that's why I think that we need to be a little more conscious and aware of how we're using it so that we can save that energy and money. So using the power strip is something that we encourage as well.
That's perfect. And those are low-cost items. Those are something you go to Home Depot, pick up over the weekend.
Right.
A little honey-do list for your honey.
Yes, exactly. And one other thing that we do offer to our customers, and it's free, it's a home energy assessment. So especially this time of the year, as we're getting into the hotter weather, and we want to know, do I have the right LED bulbs or do I have the right bulb? What's the age of my appliances? Do I have the proper insulation in the house? Because that can also lead to using more energy when you may not need to.
That's true.
So we will have an energy advisor come into your house. It's free. You schedule the appointment by calling us or going online, and they will walk through the home with you. They'll point out, as I said, what kind of lighting you have, the age of the appliances, insulation in the home, and how you're using energy. And what they will do is give you personalized energy tips that are customized for your home, for the number of people in your home, for how you're using the energy. And they will give you those no-cost tips to help you save. And what we also do is we have a direct install, where if you have the filters for your air conditioner and they need to be replaced, the energy advisor who's in your home will replace the air filters for you, and that's free. And they will also give you several LED bulbs should you need them.
Very good.
So we feel that that's really a very personal way to know how your home is using energy and what you can do and how we can help you save as well, because that's important to NV Energy, is helping our customers save.
That's wonderful. I'm a big fan of energy assessments. It's like a health checkup for your home, right? To see how it's performing.
Exactly.
And where the opportunities are to help it perform even better. So that's great. I'm glad that you guys are doing that.
Yes.
And it's free to the homeowners, which I think is fabulous too, because normally those run several $100s.
Right. And you can also take one online. So as a customer, if you log into your My Account, for instance, when you go in to pay your bill, you'll find an online energy assessment there that you can take. And what it will do is it will tell you how the appliances in your home are using energy.
Perfect.
So that's something else that you can do. It's free. It's no cost. You can do it from the convenience of your mobile app or from your website or our website, and it lets you know as well.
That's great. Sounds like you guys have come a long way with your programs. I think that's wonderful. The other thing when you have your home assessed, it gives you a plan. You don't, because I think a lot of people just get really overwhelmed with the idea that they want to conserve energy. Mm-hmm. They don't necessarily know where to begin, and they might start spending money in areas that probably aren't the best.
Right.
So this gives them basically a roadmap towards, reducing their costs and reducing their energy consumption. So that's great. I love it. So, and I understand at Greenfest at your booth. Folks can sign up for the programs.
Yes, we would love to have them stop by. We can show them the smart thermostat. We can show them, as I mentioned, that online energy assessment, where it is on our website, how they can take it, what it will tell them. We'll also have some other information about our renewables and the generations that we have an exhibit there for folks to walk through, so that'll be helpful too.
Perfect. Excellent. And I understand you have some programs that are even kind of on the horizon really soon, actually. Do you want to maybe touch a little bit on that?
Certainly. We all know how important air conditioning is this time of year. So, and there's a health check for air conditioners as well. What we will be implementing in the next several weeks is a discount program. So people who are looking to put in a higher efficiency air conditioning unit and to upgrade, there'll be some discounts that we'll be able to tell them about. So if folks want to check on our website in a couple of weeks, we'll have some more information out there as well.
That's great. Wonderful. Well, Cynthia, thank you for coming to the studio today and sharing all the great things. And we appreciate your support from the show to Greenfest, and we look forward to having you out there. So we'll be back. We'll be back with Sierra Air LLC, and we will go ahead and talk about another giveaway. Stay. Welcome back to Shades of Green radio show here on KDON 720 AM, produced by the Green Alliance. And I am Annette Bubach, sitting in for Paul Ira and Stan. Stan Hannell is in the studio, but he is managing Facebook Live for us today. So thank you, Stan. So we've had a great day so far. We've had lots of fun guests and lots of fun announcements, and we are gearing up for Greenfest 2018, which is this Saturday, April 21st, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., held at downtown Summerlin, which, by the way, is a LEED certified buildings at downtown Summerlin, which makes us proud to be hosted by somebody who is also in alignment with our core values of being sustainable. So this segment, we have Sean Brown.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi. Are you sending selfies?
No, not yet.
And Tiffany Young with Sierra
Good morning.
LLC. And we're going to talk a little bit about our other giveaway. So we talked about the solar system, which is a brand new grand prize, and yours is also another grand prize. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so this will be the second year we are participating in Greenfest and giving away a brand new complete HVAC system. So last year was a great success. We picked a winner and we went to her house and installed it, and she was super happy. Her system was, I think, about 15 years old. It was the original system in the house.
She's probably so ready for that.
Yeah,
yes.
She had two systems. One of her systems wasn't even working anymore. So
my
she was
word.
excited to have one that worked again. So.
How perfect. What a perfect winner, right? That's meaningful. So they're saving money this year.
Definitely.
Yeah. In fact, they probably did last year, too, because we got it
through the
installed,
heating
right?
system
Yeah.
and everything.
We got it installed in May, right? Or April?
Yeah. Went in right after their Greenfest last year. Yep.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, thank you again for your support as a zone sponsor in the Green Homes and Buildings zone, and then also coming to the table with a donation like that. I think it's just really meaningful. Somebody in our community is going to be a lucky winner and save a bunch of energy and a bunch of money. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having us. We're happy to participate again. So,
well, we love it, and it's an exciting time, and we're going to celebrate Earth Day together, and we're going to make some great things happen as we continue forward, sending the message out. So do you mind, Sean, talking a little bit about the system that the folks will win?
Yeah, so it's a complete heating and cooling system. It'll be, the complete system, permits, taxes, everything all factored in. It's going to be installed and taken care of at no charge to the homeowner.
Wow, what a deal.
So the system, depending on the size of the home, we'll size everything accordingly, do everything to manufacturer specifications, take care of all the permits and everything. So
that's wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah, and what is the SEER rating on it? Do you have that figured out, or is that something that you wait till you see the home that it's going to go on?
Yeah, we're going to take a look at what's going on and see what the house needs and go from there and figure that out then.
Hey, if you need that HVAC system, if you have an old, tired Energy Hog system on your house now, you definitely want to come down to Greenfest and now take a chance at winning this. So that's exciting. So we've been talking about saving money, saving energy. 'Tis the season that the heat is starting to ramp up. I I hear from Sherry Swentz that the winds are we're hoping the winds will die down in time for Greenfest.
Right.
Which we might be about 85 degrees or
Yeah.
so.
Hopefully it's a nice weekend.
I know. I'm excited about it. But so here we are, hot season.
Yep.
What are some of the tips that we can share with our listeners?
So, well, the air conditioning system runs more than most people's cars because it's running all day long if you're home, if you're not home. One of the things a lot of people don't think about is actually just doing maintenance on it, having it checked out, having it cleaned before summer.
Right.
Making sure the motors are running correctly, the refrigerants are, where they're supposed to be per manufacturer specifications, making sure it's clean, the outside system, the inside system, the filter. Dirt and dust is the biggest cause of wear and tear and breakdowns on systems. So if we can help the system stay clean, we can help them last longer, be more efficient. So a lot of people right now are starting to do the maintenance side of things where they're, having us come out, go through, do a tune-up, a cleaning, make sure that everything's going to be running the best that it can during summertime.
Another health checkup for your home, right?
Exactly. Yep,
yeah.
Exactly.
So you get the whole home checkup with the assessment, and then you get hone in on the biggest draw on your power bill, which is your HVAC system.
Exactly.
So that's good. Do most people get their maintenance done, or do you think that's something that people forget to do?
A lot of people, unfortunately, just like filters, forget to do their filters and forget to do maintenance. And it's kind of the last minute thing of, we think about it once it gets hot.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah, now I've got to turn on my air conditioner and I haven't had it checked since last year.
Yep.
Or
if something starts to not work, then they're like, hey, I better.
The unit starts making a funny noise, and oh yeah, I haven't changed the filter in 6 months. So that's kind of one of those things where, getting the health checkup, preferably early in the season when it's, the nice 80s, 90s before it gets to 100, 110, is a lot easier and a lot less stress on everybody because then we can schedule accordingly and we're not rushed. Whereas once it gets hot, if the AC does break down, well, there's probably another 10 on the street that are also breaking down.
Exactly.
And so everybody's calling all at once.
Yeah, and that's when you start seeing the Facebook posts, oh, my air conditioner went out, I'm dying.
Yep.
So if that does happen, who are they going to call?
Sierra.
There you go. What's your website again?
SierraCoolsLV.com.
Excellent. So keep that in mind. Write that down if you're watching or if you're listening because it is the season. So let's talk a little bit about like the newer technologies that's been evolving over the years with air conditioning because I know it's been it used to be the bigger the better, where now that isn't the rule of thumb at all, and so you're probably replacing a lot of those right now.
Correct. Yeah. A lot of people think the bigger I go on the air conditioning, the better it's going to be, and that's not necessarily the case. If the system's oversized, then we're going to use more power than what it actually needs to keep the house under control. So now we're doing an energy analysis anytime we're looking at replacing a system to make sure that it's sized properly. So you're not overcooling and you're not undercooling.
Perfect.
So that way you're just using the power that you need to keep the house comfortable.
It's right size, so no more waste, right?
Yep, exactly.
Well, cool. Well, that'll be cool when NV Energy announces their discount and right in time for summer. So it sounds like we'll be able to help folks save energy and save money.
Exactly.
So remember, listeners, and those of you that are on Facebook Live, we have Greenfest coming up April 21st, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's going to be loads of fun. We have, everything that you can imagine under the sun that's being represented. We've got wonderful, cool technology in the electric vehicles that Stan is going to be basically overseeing that whole area. So if you've been thinking about buying a hybrid or an electric vehicle or some type of alternative fuel vehicle, we have a whole area dedicated to that. It's called Clean Energy Drive. So come on down. If you're interested in volunteering, we still need about 30 volunteers. So bring your love for Earth Day and your muscles and come on out and help us out. Just go to greenfestlv.com and click on Be a Groovy Volunteer button because you're groovy. I heard volunteers are the happiest people in the world because they just feel good about helping folks. So come on down and be happy. We also have the procession, which we're going to be kicking off. So same thing, go to our website, learn a little bit more about it. We look forward to seeing everybody down at Greenfest. It's going to be a great day. We're going to celebrate Mother Earth and have a wonderful, wonderful year. So thank you for listening. We'll talk to you next week.